DIY, and today I'm going to take you through what's on my changing table. So you would imagine a lot of this is, your bog standard stuff, but there are a few surprises in there. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is the changing mat. Now, I'm not sure if you can see from that distance, I'll pick it up. The changing mat that we have is a wedge one, so it's got this really nice waterproof cover on it. Monochrome obviously is my favourite, so it's got little origami animals all over it. But the wedge is great because when the baby starts to roll, it means that there's less space for them to roll off. It makes it a little bit more difficult for them to flip over, keeping them in position, which can only be a good thing. The waterproof cover is also good because of little accidents, particularly when you've got a little boy. Wee tends to fly up and go everywhere, so having a wipe-proof or a wipeable mat is a really good idea. The next thing is a large supply of nappies. So we've got this IKEA changing table, which is really great because, number one, the baby, you're not on the side of the baby, you're on the front, which is good. It's a lot easier to change that way. And also you've got this extra room at the side, so it fits a whole pack of nappies, the width of a whole pack of nappies in one go. I don't know if they've intended it to be like that, if that was deliberate, but it's great. And you can we buy jumbo packs of nappies from Aldi. They're the best nappies I've found. I'll do another video about nappies, it's a big bee in my bonnet. But yeah, so you can fit them all on the table and leave it there. So nappies, obviously an essential. We use water wipes for bum changes because they are 99.9% water and a drop of fruit extract, so it's really nice and sensitive on his skin. Literally just using water. They're very wet. If you put them down anywhere, on the sofa or something, you'll leave a big wet patch behind. So we use them for bum changes. I do actually carry around some scented wet wipes with me in the changing bag, only because wet wipes are great for getting stains out of things, and you can use them for all kinds of things. The water wipes aren't, because there's no soap in there effectively, so if he's sick on his clothes or my clothes, or you get some food on yourself or whatever, the water wipes aren't going to help you. You need some actual scented ones to give you a bit of relief there. The next thing on the changing table, so there, the essentials: nappies, wipes, a changing mat. We have some nappy rash cream. We use Metanium. This was recommended to me by my husband's mum. Theo doesn't get nappy rash very much, actually. He's only had it a few times, but this stuff's really good and it makes it go really, really quickly. It's kind of like a paste, sort of like a medical smelling yellow paste, but you put a very thin layer on and it works very quickly, so I would definitely recommend this. We have had this tube since he was born, and obviously it's still lasted a handful of times, maybe an under-exaggeration, but he does, probably once every few weeks he'll start to show a sign of nappy rash. So this is how much of the tube we've used just based on that in 4.5 months. I also have on the changing table some of the antibacterial hand gel. This one's got aloe vera in it to give you a bit more moisture in your hands. I've already got old lady hands. This is because you obviously need to wash your hands every time you change the baby, and getting bacteria in the mouths can be really bad for them, but sometimes it's not always practical to keep going to the bathroom. You've just changed him, you've got him. So the antibacterial hand gel is great. You can one squidge, a wipe around your hands, leave it a few seconds to dry and off you go, which is great. I also have some toilet roll on the changing table. You may think this is bizarre. There's 2 reasons for the toilet roll. Number one is I've got really bad hay fever and my nose is running constantly, so I often need to wipe my nose before I'm changing him. The second is, again, little boy accidents. If wee goes everywhere, you need something absorbent to wipe it up with, and what better than toilet roll? The next thing that we keep on the changing table is this all-in-one disinfectant spray, not for the baby. The nappy bin is just down there, so as soon as we I've emptied that, just give it a quick spray of this disinfectant spray and it kills again 99.9% of bacteria. I also have on the changing table coconut oil. You can see that this is very well used, there's only a tiny bit left. This is Lucy B organic coconut oil, the labels come off because the jar got oily. I use this for loads of stuff. But what I use it for in terms of the baby is at night time, before bed, after bath time, I give him a little baby massage with coconut oil to make him more nice and drowsy. He enjoys that. And I also use it, we're on a mission at the minute to get rid of his cradle cap, so at night we rub it into his head just before bed as part of the massage, and then in the morning wash it off with some shampoo. And phase 2 of that is that we have this really nice soft bristle brush. It's a Tommy Tippy one, it was part of a little grooming set, so just to loosen some of the flakes before we put the oil on and then after we've done the shampoo. And then the final thing that I keep on my changing table and everywhere in my life, my husband will attest to that, is some Kirby grips and a bobble usually, but I've got it in. You know, little grabby fingers have constantly got my hair wrapped around him because he likes to get round the back there and yank it. Or if it's down, obviously get his fingers in it. So having hair ties around all the time for any stray wafty bits, grips, get it all out of the way, works well for me. So that's it. These are all the things that I have on my changing table at any one time. I've forgotten something. Last thing on the changing table is a thermometer. So, again, in all the videos I talk about that I'm a worrier, but this is the thermometer that I had when we were trying to get pregnant, so for taking my temperature every morning for ovulation tracking purposes. I keep this on the changing table because, you know, every now and again when he's a bit off colour, or, you know, he's crying a lot, or, you know, just give him a little check of the temperature. You can never be too careful. You know, meningitis and sepsis is constantly being touted about to you know, terrify everybody. So keep a thermometer on the changing table and then you can just check him just to make sure. That's what I do. So that's my top tip there. He's never actually had a temperature apart from once when he had his first lot of injections. Even then it wasn't particularly high, but it's a good thing to keep track of just for peace of mind. So those are the things that I keep on my changing table. If you've got any suggestions, if you think there's something I'm missing, please let me know. You can find all the links to my social media in the details below, and if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the subscribe button and I'll see you very soon. Bye.